Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Oilers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 41, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a second down and 6. Now Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Powell throwing on first down here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down throw for Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Powell now to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That one caught along along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the job.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
To try again after the sack. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, Run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Oilers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. And one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Oilers 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial? And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones, another shot here after the pick six. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Deshaun Hand coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On second down, here's Henry. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Oilers 0. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Jones on first down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And now here is another interception. picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's tied Denver. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Henry again on second down. And a loose football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They run again with Harris. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, follow! Hey, middle.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well,
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
At the 13-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's now it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down, Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the counter, it's Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Henry up the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they will take a knee here. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
So not just a blowout.